Now, I am so impressed with young people, and the view I have is that every generation stands on the shoulders of the previous one. I think this one, though, is on stilts on our shoulders. They seem to be going further. And I mean that by their values, their ambition, their sense of purpose. What advice would you have for young people today looking to find their life's work?
You know, it's always a great thing anytime someone can pursue what they're already passionate about. And there's rarely a way that you can't find a way to earn a living doing it. Doesn't mean it's going to be exactly what you wanted. I remember one of the first times I remember anyone asking me what I wanted to be when I grew up was maybe 7. And I told them in all seriousness I want to be a professional skier. And my siblings all laughed at me appropriately because it turns out very difficult to earn a living being a professional skier. I'm sure there are those who can do it. But there's usually something close to that you can find. I ended up going into a very different field than skiing because, as it turns out, I enjoy skiing, not nearly good enough to earn a living doing it. There's always something that you can find that sparks your interest, and I think that's a good thing. One of the things that we love about tech and about what you've done to democratize tech is that never in the history of the world has it been more possible for people with relatively few resources to gain access to so much information. A few weeks ago, I was sitting on a plane and I had this weird thought, wonder if I could learn Morse code. And out of the blue, I decided to look to see if there was an app for that. Sure enough, there were like 15 apps that teach you Morse code. And I learned how to type that out. If you can learn that in 15 minutes, there's all sorts of things you can learn in the information age. And fortunately, we live in a country, in a time in the history of human development, when if you want to do something, to learn something, you can. There will be relatively few impediments.
Yeah. I think it's important for kids to know that the joy in life is really in the journey as well. Sometimes people are so looking forward to that next thing, college, the promotion, the job, whatever, that they forget the real joy in life is the journey of it, not in any instance. And so that's one thing I always try to get people to give my advice.
So when they ask you then, on that note, when they ask you, what do you do then? If their dream is to become a CEO of a multi-trillion-dollar company, does that make subsequent dreams more difficult, or does it create new dreams?
I think you begin to dream along the way, and you begin to enjoy the journey of whatever it is that you're seeking for, and you begin enjoying it so much you forget, in essence, the joy that you're ascribing to the final destination of it. Steve taught me that, and I really credit him with getting me to see that in a different way.